We now return to Let's Play Terroir. So I have another one? Okay.
Online banking error in your favor.
Wow. So far, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and risk buying this. It's cheaper because of the 30% thing, which is awesome. And then we're going to construct a building. As I was about to say, though, the chances seem to have been much more forgiving than the circumstances. Worker's office allows you to research new techniques for attending your vineyard. Yes. Monthly maintenance cost. Okay, tavern. Every town has a tavern, a place to enjoy a nice meal, a nicer conversation, and the best wine sourced locally. Wine sold here earns you 40% more than retail, and highly rated wines earn you monthly renown. Ooh. Well, we definitely want one of those. Castle ruins, remains of a medieval castle and a symbol of the region's rich past. Not only do they add mystique to your estate, they also attract more visitors hungry for culture and history. All adjacent taverns will buy an additional 400 bottles from you. You may only own 2 ruins. Okay, so basically then I'm going to have to actually... What I was saying last episode was I want to stay within a ring rather than branch out. That sort of thing, once we ever get to this point, is a situation where I will definitely have to put down a castle ruin and then surround it by taverns. So yeah, right now we're just going to build a worker's office, and we're going to go into this, and we're going to find out pesticide treatment. Unlock new worker actions for more efficient vineyard management. Since the dawn of agriculture, pests have been a constant bane to both farmer and field. Phylloxera and fruit flies are just 2 pests a viticulturist must contend with. Unlock this technology to allow your workers to treat both of them. Good. That is actually quite what I want. However, it is 30 grand, which I will not be doing right now, and it is free, however, remember. So that's good. Faster harvests, that's a little more affordable. This is totally not affordable. So what does this do? All grapes harvested at a faster rate, reducing the time from 1 second to 0.3 per planted tile. Okay. Has that ever been an issue, harvesting them before? I don't know. Trim foliage. So this will... Oh, all of the same variety have their leaves trimmed. That is actually very useful and very convenient and very, very necessary. It costs me renown, too. Interesting. You have to be level 2 for that. So I don't even have the renown to get pesticide treatment. That's kind of shitty. Considering how well I've been doing. Okay, what is this? Researching technology allows you to assign a permanent worker to each of your planting tiles. You can then set them to automatically trim vines, to preferences, assigned workers. Now see, though, that's the thing. I don't know that I want that. I don't know I would actually want them to be a constant because it depends on the weather. The that one that said do all of the same type seemed far more... This one. Or no, maybe not. What was that one? This one. This one seems far more useful. Because then I can have, well, how many types are there in the game? Right now I've only got 2, obviously, but there are more. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I kind of... I was about to say we're surrounded by... But we're not. I actually do have some options outside of that. Okay. I do kind of like the placement of the forests. That's actually become very helpful to me. Already we are at 2. Let's not let that fool me this time round. So sadly, I've got this thing going maintenance every year, and I can't do anything about it because I don't even have 5 renown to hang up on this. Can't sell this either, can I? No, that is my only option. What is... Did I not submit that? Is that still... Every time I do this, is this... Or is it just hanging out there until... I didn't actually see the money. No. Okay, well I guess it's just hanging out there yellow as if I haven't done anything with it. I'm Not sure I'm a fan of that. So, well, here we sit for a while, I guess. Okay, we're at 3 again. I am gonna keep it trimmed back to light, though. We're not gonna fall into this trap again of not growing in time. It is, after all, May. Keep it trimmed. Keep it trimmed. If we get a late season... It's July already. I was gonna say, if we get a late season shower, then I'll bump it down. That jump from August to... Woohoo! 10% wine price and 3 renown. Awesome. Well, that's going to be very helpful this year. Cool. Well, that was totally worth it. But, what was I about to say here? 7 renown. So, basically, I'm at a situation now where, well, first of all, I don't have the money. But do I want to save up until I get to 10? Or do I want to save up until the money comes? Whichever comes first. Do I want the vineyard trimming? Because right now I don't have a lot, to be completely honest. Should we just do it now? Yeah, we can manipulate the final product. I mean, it only... The yield does matter, but that looks excellent, and that looks about the same. So, crushing method for that has to be for both. And boy, that fruit fly thing is probably for the entire varietal. See, now that's what sucks, because that means it's affecting both of my Chardonnays. This one, we need a little bit more acidity, but we get that elseways. I need this to be 2 weeks, and this has to be also 5, so this also needs to be 2 weeks. We leave it to ferment. It's interesting that it lumps it together. Excuse me, but I'm glad it doesn't actually seem to affect one negatively, because, you know, like if I needed 6 weeks for the one and 2 weeks for the other, it just doesn't care. Okay, so we need 6 here, and we need a 7. Now, tannins, again, I don't even know. No one's even complained about tannins. Do I need to bring that down? I suppose. If I bring this up now, it'll be a 7, which is where this needs to be. I want to bring this down to at least 6, so I need to bring this up to 9 then? Well, no. I need to bring it up to 8. So we leave it sit, and that'll bring down to 7, and that'll bring down to 5. Okay. So we let this sit for a month. Right? And then we just run this one as soon as it comes out. Once again. This is a good formula. I like this. It is slow to build up progress, I understand. However, that makes it easy. At least for now. Okay. So, November, then, we will be able to sell the Chardonnay. Go ahead and have the Sauvignon. Yeah. We'll go ahead and put a cork in it this time. Although, I'm looking at that money, I don't feel good about that. I wish there was just a random button. So we bottled that. That's sitting for a month. This is getting a... Oh. So did that 10% wine... well, okay. Okay. It's because this is the wine that was awarded, so... I've got a whopping 10 bottles to sell. Damn it. So, I guess then I do have to sit on like 100 bottles just in case of a... whatever. It's almost 2 years old, that vintage, by the way. So let's sell it. We'll go ahead and sell it for the higher... no, because I can sell the other one at a higher price. Boy, I just... whatever. Just get it out. And then organize a taste test. We get... ooh. 4.5. Tannins were too high. Okay, now we're coming into tannins being too high. I believe I had them set at 7, so ideal must then be 6. I just have to make a note for myself. Everyone else was far more forgiving. The ideal apparently is going to be 6. Cool. So, does nothing good for my price, sadly, but we'll still be able to do quite well. 270. Yeah. I know, early game, this really isn't the thing you want. So how do I... Because, see, in order to game the system like that, I would have to purposely make a terrible wine, or, I guess, no, that's not true. If you don't sell, it goes down. So, I don't know, I just can't bring myself to do that, especially when the bottom line is like that. Okay. We have a renown of 8 now. That's awesome. And we sit for a bit, watching as my finances grow. Oh, it's November. Almost let that one go. Again, we'll cork it. 8. With those... Ooh, fruit flies are gone. Yes! Cork it. Bottle. Organize a tasting. Fantastic. And these are going to be sitting here for a while. Because we only just got started. So we'll see how that runs to the end of the year. Ooh, hey. Let's do it. Come on, Chance Cube, don't let me down.
You win a bet against a wealthy businessman to see who can do the most roundhouse kicks in a minute. You won by 14. Fortunately for you, he was so confident in his martial abilities that he wagered one of his wine bars.
Wow. That is amazing. Always pick the Chance Cube. Cool. So now, basically now, I have to build out until I... No, that's not true. I can actually just make one. Why don't we just make one over here? If I am going to... Wine merchants are open. I'm going to pause this while I think out loud. If I encircle that and encircle this... Oh, I can't move because I'm paused. Encircle this. That means this whole area is not going to be touched. The lake... I kind of want to use it, but this 10% yield from the forests is so much more useful in my opinion. Especially, I mean, I say that, but only because we've not yet faced Finalizing. Now I have the option to research something which will get rid of that in time. So it's not really useful to me. So I think I'll go ahead and re-roll this until I get... I mean, now that could be very expensive. It's 1,000 each time, but I'd like to get possibly... another worker space so I can build a tavern there and start my ring of taverns with a castle right here. Is it worth doing that? Because what if I build this one and it's like right there? Okay, we'll wait. I'll buy these two. We'll wait and see if there's another worker spot for free, and if not, then I'm just not gonna build willy-nilly to go out there and find one. Okay. So what are the finances looking like? 100 grand over all. We have lost money this time around. Other expenses for the contest, construction expenses was last year. We will not be having that expense again this year. Harvest expenses, because why? Land purchase, the owned property upkeep. Worker actions cost me nothing. It's just owned property upkeep, I imagine. That is the maintenance cost for that. Or maybe it just includes that in my estate? I don't know. Either way, we've so far lost money. Now I do, of course, still have a whole thing that I am in the middle of selling. So we'll wait. We'll wait on that. For the improvements and whatnot, it might actually behoove me to do the staggered year. Whereby I do not... You know what? Since it's... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, since it's so early, I'm just going to cut this back to nothing. Which I'm going to do anyway, since it's apparently going to be a rainy year. Yep, it's already back to light. Okay, I guess we just keep it at light then, because I can't touch the frickin'... What are you... There it is. A little nervous there for a minute. Nope, 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 nope. And given how... I mean, it's already June. It's a very rainy June. Maybe I should just cut it back? It's July already. It's going up. It's not going up very fast, he said as it jumps to 3. I just don't want to burn it. And we got fruit flies again. God damn. It's August already, though. It's August already and we're at 3, so cut that shit back. It's now September 5. Let's see if we can't get it to 6. Nope. Okay, we will grab that and do the same formula as always. I can't get over this hump. I'm going to need another field. But I don't have the money for another field. This is no good. I feel like I've made enough expenses now. Again, well, I mean, I'm sure this is not helping at all. Decreasing my yield by 15%. But, I don't know. This decreases sweetness, we need for 2 weeks. This decreases sweetness, we need that for 2 weeks as well. The expense of buying the field probably hurts me quite a bit. The decreased yield probably does the same thing. We need acidity to be 6, and then we can bring down tannins. So we'll bring up to 7, so we can let it sit for a month. As far as you are concerned, we need to bump this up 2 just to get that, and then 8, so we'll let them both sit for a month. And that should be pretty ideal, actually. Ready to barrel those. 7, yep, those should be pretty good. Come December, we should have a pretty good vintage. Okay, there we go. And earthy. I guess that is a characteristic of the Cabernet, so I just haven't been getting that for a while. I did get buttery, though, that one time. So that must mean, then, we're pretty... Well, that... I don't know if you saw that. That was 6555. And now that we're going into the fussy reviewers, that might be a little bit... Now, we definitely cannot afford to raise this. This will be a screw cap year. We'll also bottle that. Change the color of our bottle so people don't get confused. For role-playing purposes. No, dummy! Step 2. Organize a taste testing. We probably should sell this. So I guess we'll find out now. Philip Kramer, didn't you... His twin brother Boris over here. Invite to the taste tests. Still good. So we must have hit on that formula pretty ideally then. If it's got leeway between 5 and 6, maybe 5 is actually the real deal. We're gonna yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. Invite to a tasting. Actually, wait. We can maybe metagame this just a little bit, can't we? It's 7556. If 6, no, 6 is, this is actually perfectly ideal, is it not? We'll find out in a minute. Anyway, I was going to say we could metagame this by choosing lesser reviewers to continue the 5-star rating. That seems to be an aspect of it. I think you get less... So it's only the rating that affects your price. So really, why aren't we just doing the 1 stars then? It has to be a combination. Because otherwise, what's the point of this? It has to be a combination of the stars and the level of their prestige that gives you the ultimate rating of $35. Perfect. Okie doke. Well, let us sell off what's left of this Chardonnay for 9... Wait a minute. How many bottles? I've been sitting on the Chardonnay for... Shit, because I forgot to sell it. No wonder we don't have any money, dumbass. Let's go ahead and sell it through you. No, because we're going to have way more of other things. Okay, well, we're going to have to sell Maximals here. So we'll sell that. Done for you. We'll hang on to your 240. We'll sell you. We'll sell the... Why don't we sell all 720? Wait a minute. Let me see who's got the more bottles. 840. We'll sell 8... Although we do have more. So we get a better price, and since this is the more expensive price, yeah. 840. Which is actually 630. And we'll sell you 720. Again, I could have just hung on to that to sell after everyone's done. So this should actually be a fantastic financial year, seeing as how I've still got 600 bottles sitting in my cellar. Or 450, I guess. Wow. It's no wonder the money wasn't coming in. Jesus. I'm just being a dumbass. And let's do it. Let's find out. One of these days this card is going to fuck me over.
A distant relative passed away while attending a full moon party in Thailand. He left you some money in his will. May he party hard in the afterlife.
I did turn down the voiceover. Oh, there's another one. Oh, we must be getting one for each and every... Of course. A horse. Happy New Year, everybody.
A distant relative...
Hooray. Awesomeness. I love the chance cards. Okay. Well, things are going well for another... Oh, Jiminy Christmas, did you see that? We just jumped 34 grand in a matter of minutes. Awesome possum. I mean, obviously that was probably because it came... We're still under. We're still under by 9 grand. I mean, granted, I'd still have some to sell. What's the market look like? They're still hanging on to this. Holy crap, guys. So, I mean, on the one hand, that's good. On the other hand, like, we're still losing money. And I don't know why, because... Why are my expenses... It's got to be the maintenance. It's got to be this owned property upkeep. This worthless property I've got that is not helping me. That's got to be what it is. Didn't it say it was like 500? Well, okay, $500 a month. But yeah, man, I didn't expect it to be that expensive. Because holy crap, I can't afford that. It does add 6 grand to it, so we must be just overall the overall properties. Other tiles that I've got was what I mean. Damn, we have got to do something about these fruit flies because I need that extra yield. That is actually taking money away from me, so this is, in fact, important. We do have enough renown now. We do not, however, have the money. That is a lie. I do have the money. This is too important. I do want to go to this thing, but again, I don't need it right now. I don't have that many fields. I'm going to wait until all my shit is sold, however, because I do not want to be going into the whole new year with only 7 grand. That's a dumb thing to do. So maybe by the end of the year we can afford this. I don't know. Anyway, I am going to end this one here. Stop. And I will see you next time.